we've covered ICE extensively in its 16 years of existence, but especially so over the last year or so.
And just yesterday, we told you about the ACLU report accusing the Aurora facility of not providing proper medical care. Denver City Council abruptly canceled contracts with halfway houses because they were run by the same group behind that ICE facility. And that's not to mention a few months ago, many communities were living in fear of large-scale raids that would see their loved ones deported.
Or the families separated at the border, and the scramble to reunite them after courts ruled it had come to an end. But ICE agents will tell you they're just misunderstood. They're not the bad guys. Instead, they're here to keep people safe.
So tonight, Denver 7's Megan Lopez is going 360.
Power to the migrants!
Their protest chants this facility is no stranger to.
Power! Power!
In a time when immigration is a hot-button issue. Since 2003, it's been up to ICE to enforce immigration law. But with so many negative headlines coming out about the agency and its policies, is ICE being portrayed fairly? Protest organizers say this group is inhumane and needs to be done away with. ICE says it's just following the law and its job is necessary. The daughter of one immigrant wants accountability, while a former border agent says people don't understand this job is dangerous and difficult. For the acting field office director of ICE,
we just want to say that we are doing our job.
The agency is deeply misunderstood.
We do our job with professionalism, and we do the job the way that we're supposed to do it.
John Fabricatori says ICE is going after dangerous people.
Over 85% of those that we target and arrest have been convicted of a crime or have been charged with a crime.
He says the agency targets human traffickers, drug dealers, and some of the worst offenders.
For ICE to go away would be a big hole in the community, especially for law enforcement.
The way he sees it, agents are just enforcing the law.
If they want us to do something differently, they need to look to their congressmen and women.
It's a reprehensible job to do.
Protest organizer Matt Wozniak says ICE agents and detention facility workers can be callous.
And I've spent time in this facility, and the employees there refer to the detainees as bodies. That kind of casual, dehumanizing reference is happening at the very lowest employee level.
Despite this,
I don't think that people who work for ICE are necessarily intrinsically evil.
Wozniak doesn't believe ICE's line that it's targeting the worst of the worst.
The majority of the people in that facility are not criminals.
He says they're tearing families apart, and the conditions inside these facilities are inhumane. So he's taking the protest to an ICE employee's house.
We want to get rid of the entire system.
Trying to send a message.
Change happens when people care about an issue.
It's important for me to talk about my father.
Netta Samini Gomez's father died in the Aurora detention facility.
He was intelligent, he was funny, he was driven.
She's been searching for answers ever since.
It's frustrating, it's confusing. To me, there was no reason why my father would have been picked up.
That's why, at the very least, the ACLU wants
transparency
at the facilities and within the agency, as well as legislation
that'll allow the state to go into that facility on a regular basis, conduct inspections.
For Netta,
nothing can change what happened.
But she wants ICE to see the human side of these immigrants so no one ever has to feel this type of loss again.
I think about them every day.
We care about the people.
Former border agent Jim Spence says this job can be dangerous.
He was standing there with a big rock in his hand ready to smack me with it.
And agents are often harassed.
Never really got physically threatened, but just a lot of screaming and yelling and, you're Nazis.
But something he thinks people don't understand is agents try to help, even spending their own money to do so.
And I'd always go get big bags of popcorn for the kids, and soda pops and stuff like that. I think twice I bought diapers.
But it's their duty to enforce the law and detain undocumented immigrants, agree with it or not. Immigration is a sensitive issue, something one administration after the other has tried to solve. But while lawmakers continue to look for answers, these groups just want their side to be understood. Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
And now we'd like to hear what you think about this. Please email us your thoughts, 360@thedenverchannel.com.